test. Cause I feel like I'm the worst, so I always act like I'm the best. I feel ordinary, careful, your possessions will possess you. TV taught me how to feel. Now real life has no appeal. It 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 has no appeal. I know exactly what I want and who I want to be. I know exactly why I walk and talk like a machine. I'm now becoming my own self-fulfilled prophecy. Oh, oh no, oh no. I know exactly.
I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm in a pretty good mood. We're having some music for once in a lifetime. Marina, yeah, for sure, Ulan. Marina is just, you can put on any Marina song and it's a hit. Gyata man, thank you so much giving the Twitch Prime for a 23-month resub. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. Ulan also in the house. Snakey, Chris, Aquila, Eskil. How are you guys doing today? We were right, Magnus saying eat dirt to Norwegian sports politicians. I don't know. We were right that it was a sponsorship agreement, and frankly, I feel like a complete idiot that I didn't come up with. Because I know that Kindred is based in Sweden. I know that they're not allowed to advertise in Norway. I kind of felt like such an idiot that I managed to conclude that it was probably some sort of a sponsorship agreement, and no one managed to come up with Unibet. It's ridiculous. You were amazing today. I mean, I was dead lost in 2 games and ended up losing one of them, Aquila. But I won the last one. That's what counts. My short term memory is not so good, but basically I can only remember the last thing that happened. Can you ever that company name? I don't know what your Kindred is the parent company for Unibet. Yeah, I saw that, Aquila. You beat Roland. That's pretty good. Facing me on equal grounds. Wow. I don't know what equal grounds entail, but both with a mouse and keyboard. I have a bit of a head start in, practicing the game though. But yeah, Aquila is an ambitious guy. He thinks we have equal kind of possibilities as long as he gets to play on a computer. I have a bit of a head start, I would say. I have no incoming challenges though. You guys, you better get me some challenges, some opportunities to sacrifice even more of my pieces. Is that legal for you to say? I can say the name of the company, yes. I'm not allowed to market or advertise the company. But for instance, Norwegian newspapers are not breaking the law when they report Magnus signing a deal with the company. So I guess there's some kind of distinction between marketing and reporting, and kind of that marketing in some way is supposed to put it in a good light. I don't know. What time thingy do you want on challenges? I'll take anything today. I'll take 3 minutes, 5 minutes. If you want to play a 1 minute game, I'm gonna accept your challenge because I really liked winning every single game yesterday. I even got a chess 24 trophy for winning 50 bullet games in a row. And I mean, I was still going. If not for the lack of challenges, I would still be sitting here beating you guys in 1 minute. Hammer is my username. Okay, we're playing the Nydorf. The game with the... You want me to show the worst game I played all day? No, Dirk, that's just not happening. Sorry, sir. If we're discussing anything, we're discussing some of the games where I went crazy and still won. That's the good stuff. It was fun. It was not fun for me, though. It may have been fun for one of the players, but that player was not me. Normally when you do this plan, Hyataman, I think you don't put your bishop out here. Normally when you go bishop g5, you go like, you take and go knight d5 or something. I know exactly what I want and who I want to be. Actually, I feel like I misplayed this somehow. These positions are kind of tricky. Because now, whenever I move my pawn, I allow white to get access to the d4 square again. Which is not amazing for me, but I guess we're going to live with it this time. Is he trying a Vienna attack? No, I think he's just playing chess. He's doing it okay. He managed to take one of my bishops, which is a massive achievement in and of itself. Did I stream the Pro Chess League? No, I can't do that. I have exclusivity with Chess24. They're being very nice to me. So I'm giving a bit. I make some concessions. Yes, precisely. It does seem fair. It's a good deal. Okay, once again, the Ottoman is way quicker than me, but he has made a couple of mistakes. I think I made a really good decision on... Is there any universe in which I don't have a winning tactic here? This just screams winning tactic. I don't think that was a winning tactic. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is very bad. Very, very bad. Oh my god. Am I gonna be giving away points to Hyataman again? Yeah, I hadn't seen that king move. Which is a bit of a problem, let me tell you. It's a bit of a problem not having seen that king move. That king is going on an adventure. At least my advertisement for the stream is spot on. I will be sacrificing my pieces. And I won't be going after your kings. But unfortunately, this game is not really working out. This ain't it? Well, you wait and see. We can make something happen here still. Yeah, this is not good. This is very, very bad. Very, very bad. And I'm losing on time. Oh, he made a boo-boo. How is this not checkmate? Oh, it's not checkmate! No, I could have gotten a repetition. Oh man, I actually could have gotten a... Oh man, Hiyataman takes the first game of the day. Oh man, I was so close there actually. Honestly, here I thought I had checkmated him. I thought the game was over, and then that was a bit of a disappointment, but then I was feeling more encouraged after that move. Is there no checkmate here? I could have gotten a repetition. But I'm so stupid. You had tactics to take the bishop? Ooh, maybe. Oh yeah, I could have just... Yeah, that's fair. Could have just taken the bishop. I could have won that in numerous ways, which is pretty sensational, judging from the blunder I made. But yeah, I convinced myself there was a tactic in this position, and... I mean, probably there is, but not the one I played. Not the one I played. Alec has beaten the Hiyataman. Wow, Alex hammer number just went crazy. Hammer has beaten someone who's beaten me. That's not many degrees of separation. Sorry for spoiling your good mood. You better be sorry. I was in such a good mood too. We were playing music. Rest of chat, just know that Hiyataman has taken away the joy of music. Apparently it makes me less focused and will never be tolerated again. Okay, now I feel nervous about accepting the next challenge. Because if I'm losing against Hiyataman, who knows what else could happen. Outside, I'm putting on a brave face. Inside, I'm just crying. Feeling good about your chances. Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. Can I not take this? This move looks good. Fun isn't really the word I would use, Halvard, but it's interesting. This man is just giving away all his stuff. I thought that was my job today. I was going to give away my stuff. Let's just get the king into safety, I suppose. Hey, Thomas. Wow, he didn't even dare taking my my pawn. Shame on him. What a chicken. Big Space Otter with a big 25. Quarter of a something. Thank you so much for the support, Big Space Otter. Why not take the pawn? I don't know. I don't understand it. I would have taken the pawn if I was him. But other people, they don't have the same respect for pieces as I do. No, the same kind of... Well, Greed, I guess, is one way to describe it. They don't have it as much as I do. I should take his pieces goodly. Yeah, I'm trying to do that now, Alec. In this game, contrary to the last one, I will try to take his pieces in a good fashion. Wow, this man is crazy. Who plays like this? Is this how you play chess? Oh, I updated my next tournament command. My next tournament is in Kragerø, Norwegian tournament. And it's actually not that far away. It's like in uh, 2 weeks. A bit more than 2 weeks. That was not the move I was the most scared of. But it's still probably pretty good. I didn't play this game very well. Ooh, that's not good. You don't like to see it. Really? Am I gonna lose against this dumpster opening? I think the Hyataman game just started a trend that's gonna be difficult. Queen e2 was not a good move. Okay, he has not played very impressively. He doesn't deserve to beat me. Although I just gave away all my pieces again. Kind of letting him checkmate me 4 different ways on the back rank. Oh, this is not good. This is very bad. Very bad. Hey Erickson, how you doing? Ugh, he checkmated me. Unbelievable. Today is not your day? Apparently not, Aquila. I was feeling so enthused coming live, and then that got destroyed within the first 15 minutes. They were giving me a lot of free stuff. Sounds like someone needs to switch to Bullet. Yeah, but at the same time, Alec, in Bullet, I would be such a destroyer. It wouldn't even be fun. We gotta keep going with the Blitz, because at least then, the unpredictable could happen. In Bullet, in 1 minute, it's just hammer wins, hammer wins, hammer wins, hammer wins. Where's the fun in that? Ericsson 2800. I think I kind of suspected he was a bit better than his rating from the get-go. Ericsson has been grinding. It just means more points for me when I win. I don't know, Venice. I'll maybe do 2-3 hours, I'm guessing. That's not a good move, let me tell you. That is a terrible move. Look at that knight. Look at that piece. Game over. I don't think we should even bother with the last couple of moves. It's just Kaputski. Black's position is very Kaputski. Can you have an uptimed command? No. It was an easy question. I should not have allowed him to open up the H file. But I was so convinced that my position was incredibly good. So I didn't even bother shutting down the action there. Oh man, it's so tempting to do something like this. So very tempting. But I guess we're just gonna play boring. Boring brings home the bacon. Ooh, he's really asking for it, isn't he? Because now it's even winning a queen. I mean, honestly, I value my two knights over the queen, but at the same time, just to make sure he knows that thing existed, and just to, proper humiliation, you got to go back and forth a little bit. Just to let him know that if I wanted to, I could have made a draw. But hell no, I'm not making any draws against you. Standard rubbing in, yes. Like a pro. That's how the pros do it. He saw that I was threatening out there. But it's okay. It's okay. I have other plans as well. I will give a check. Then I will go here. And he will be in a big trouble. Big trouble. He's going to go 97. I'm going to capture 97. Yeah, it's winning somehow. Hey, Pizza Racer, how are you doing today? How about this move? Looks okay. Yeah. Were you impressed with my play? I think I can answer that. My play was not great, but I got the points. That's all we care about. Okay. A somewhat better position with the queen. And, the other stuff. Oh, I didn't even see that move. But we got the checkmate. First point of the day. That was a bit of a shocker, but with that knight on f5, how could I not win? Was this the first match win of the gnomes? No, I think we won. We beat. No, I think the answer is no. We were very close to beating the Swedes, and I think we did beat the Germans. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't even really know the system. Apparently, there's a playoff. I thought maybe just the number one placed team went to the final. Thanks, David. I don't have any challenges against people with a Chess24 premium membership. But for those of you challenging and who are not yet Chess24 premium members, I do want to mention that part of the stuff you get as a premium member now also includes a video series by the king himself, Mr. Magnus Carlsen. So if you do want to become a premium member, you can use the code HAMMER, #ad, for some percentage off. I think maybe it's 15. How much is the cost? I think it said on that poster. It's like 10 euros a month, but with your discount, 8.50. Ericsson with the 6,000 hammers jumping the queue. Okay, let's do another one. The rematch. Securing himself the white pieces. Okay, I'm starting to remember there is some kind of Catalan thingy we've played a couple of times. Wow, even when I don't play e6, he goes g3. That is the sign of a very boring player. This is a very boring opening. How do I punish this? The thing about very boring openings is that you cannot really punish them. I guess we use the bishop. Catalan is not boring. Number one, yes it is. Number two, this is not a Catalan. Oh, I forgot to switch. Thank you, Lord Ninja. Oh, and Slumka and Snakey and everyone. You know, professional streamer. And I got a bit of a cold, it would seem. I was out walking today. Maybe more than what I should have. Hey C Nation, how are you doing? Really, did I blunder again? Am I not supposed to make... I feel like we've played this before. I have fallen for this opening trap in the past. And this is why you should have a good memory in chess, because otherwise you're just going to repeat your same mistake over and over and over. Oh man. So apparently I cannot put my queen on the side until white plays castles. But he's using... Yeah, I need to figure out how I'm supposed to react to this kind of play. Queen takes b3 as mainline, but that's... I mean, that's terrible for black. Okay, I think that was a mistake though. He should have played a4. Because now, yes, I end up a pawn down, but the open b file is kind of useful. And he's poorly developed. There's some variations in the Slav where you play like this and you get, you know, a decent position with black. Decent-ish. You know what? Maybe we should just get our king into safety. But on the other hand, if I'm going to sacrifice something, I'm going to need to do it now. Also, I'm very low on time. Okay. He's given up on playing good moves. I think he's just trying to flag me right now, which is fair. That's one way of winning chess games. So now we're basically playing bullet. But we're playing bullet with an attack. So we'll make it happen. I mean, this could work. Could work. Haven't given up on it just yet. At this point, it even looks pretty good for me. Okay, that's... I don't know what this is. This is a man being nervous. I would be a bit nervous if I was him as well. There are some problems in this position for white. Really? I was never nervous. I was never nervous. Under control the whole time. What are you talking about? Hey Nicola, how are you doing? Ooh, you went for one of Muller's endgame books? That's interesting, C Nation. Neither weak nor slow. I don't think everyone will agree with you on that one, Snakey. I think some people will say that I'm ridiculously slow. But I'm better towards the end. Once I decide just to go faster, I become much faster. Okay, what are we gonna do today? We're gonna show Nicola my new concept. This is my concept for an opening you can play against anything. Anything. Same moves all the time. I beat an IM with this in Blitz. I crushed him so bad at the Norwegian Blitz Championship. I inspired the guy next to me to start playing this in every game. I did some lobbying and he was like, okay, yeah, this is good enough for me. Yeah, no, Erickson, I was having a big deja vu moment after Bishop F1. Oh, yeah. Hey, Wag, how are you doing? Play some bullets? Oh, I wish, Venice. I wish. It's just that everyone knows how insanely good I am at 1 minute chess. So basically, whenever I say I'm only doing 1 minute chess today, I don't get enough people willing to play, and by play, of course, I mean willing to sacrifice themselves at the altar of the hammer and his bullet opening. Wow. An endgame book made you realize that space advantage is a good thing, C Nation? Honestly, I'm not even that into space advantages. Because whenever I push my pawns way far up the board, I tend to get punished for it later on. Okay. So this is the moment. The conflict has started, and we need to make a decision. So what Nicola just did is a good move because it kind of just solidifies White's advantage in the center, and it makes this bishop very misplaced on the edge because now this bishop is just pointing into Black's pieces. On the other hand, if you're playing, for instance, a little kid who doesn't understand closed positions, which is me against the IM, I got one of these closed positions and massively outplayed the boy. It was Corson, a gnome, who had to endure my my understanding of pawn structures. He's probably still having nightmares about that game, even though we played it some some I want to say 4 weeks ago. What's the plan for White though? Basically, White wants to go b4 and c5. Um, so f4 is normally not such a good plan because it's really weakening of the dark squares. And now I'm going to manage to get my bishop. I'm going to get some sort of a piece on the e5 square, which is pretty nice. So normally in these kind of space advantage positions, White is always trying to make something happen on the queen side. Sometimes you can do both. But basically, Black is going to be so desperate for counterplay that Black is going to do something silly on the king side. That's the short version of why this opening is bad. Because you get desperate with the black pieces. Space is only an advantage when it causes congestion in the opponent's camp. Wow. You can really tell that C Nation has been reading some chess books. That is the formulation a chess book would use. Okay, I'm very happy now because I'm going to get rid of my bishop, which was not really being a happy piece. And I'm also going to open up for the rook. Maybe I should have traded there. But we're fine. No one can come close to the way Sergei Karyakin defends and converts closed positions. I don't know if I agree with that, Chess on Earth. I don't really feel like that's a particular skill I've noticed for Sergei. But there's some people like Bassem Amin. If you have studied his Bassem's games, basically what he does, he always goes for a closed position, both with white and with black. And he's having decent success with it. Okay, I think I've decided that if he's not going to take my bishop, I'm going to move it away. So we're going to give the bishop an escape square. Dr. Amin had a bad day in Pro Chess League. Yeah, apparently he's been having more than one bad day. But he had a very good day against Norway. So I guess we got unlucky. Or maybe we were just playing poorly against him. Bassem Amin Tankan. He's the #1 player from Africa. Too old, too slow. Yeah, it can happen to the best of us, Nicola. I hope you caught some of the insights we were talking about, though. In general, you played this position very well in terms of just establishing your outpost with a pawn. But you should probably go for like b4. So here, instead of knight d2, I would go knight e1 is often preferred because the location on d3 is very useful to support the c5 break. And then you do like something along these lines. You try to support c5. Treat it as a kid, basically. Yes, precisely. A King's Indian where black just misplaced this bishop, sort of. In the King's Indian, one of the reasons black holds on is that he hasn't touched anything on the queen side. And kind of the further back your pawns are, the more energy your opponent has to, or the more moves your opponent has to make before he can start making threats. So like in the King's Indian, when the bishop is back here and the pawn is back here, it's actually very difficult for white to attack any of these pawns initially. And black having moved those pawns is not necessarily a good thing, because it means that white can create the attack against the queen side quicker. Okay, next up is Syrian. I'm actually considering starting the music again, but on the other hand, how can I then claim to be a law-abiding citizen? Thoughts on 30-second chess? I don't know, surfing. I know that when I was a kid, there were some grumpy old men thinking that 1 minute chess wasn't proper chess, wasn't actually chess. And now years have gone by, and now I am one of the grumpy people saying that a 30-second chess isn't really chess, especially the 10-second thing. I know there's kids who do 10-second chess. That's so sick. Did you get the chance to play Korchnoi? No, I did not, Chess Weeb. I wasn't good enough early enough. How about 5-second chess? I'm sure that's gonna be the new craze in a couple of years, Nicola. 30-second is wild fun. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have the craziness in my head to even come up with that concept. Someone asks me, what is internet chess missing? I wouldn't say, yeah, 1 minute chess is a bit slow. Let's do something about that. Where are we gonna put this queen? Who knows? Yeah, no, Halvard, it was a really good game. Can you link it for people in chat? One minute is for old people. Present. At least I'm good at 1 minute. I don't think you got the entire link there, Halvard. I'm gonna, yeah, delete that first one. Oh, sorry, I deleted a message by mistake. Sorry. That's what happens. So the game Halvard posted in chat right now is from when I was on full tilt in the Norwegian Blitz Championship. I lost 2 games early on, and then I completely schooled one of the Norwegian youngsters with my E6 D6 opening. Yeah, he got crushed good, poor guy. I feel like I should be attacking something. But this is even more boring than most of my normal openings. But somehow he is making a bit progress. Because now he's ready to move his knight to e3. Yeah, I'm not sure I played this very well. I don't fully understand what Black's plans in these positions are. I feel like often you just put the bishop on g6, because at least it's pointing towards something. And then you just sit there and wait. Yeah, Chess Twitch has a much older audience, Chess on Earth, than all of Twitch combined. But it's good for us. It means that we have people with lots of disposable income. That's the holy grail for any kind of marketing endeavor. Really, I'm still not liking where my pieces are placed. I guess maybe this move? This move? Bacon coming in with a Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. I am honored to be the recipient of your Prime. And just for reference, did you end up buying your Prime because we were discussing how there's a few good Prime shows in Norway? Just making sure whether or not the speeches are working. Okay, I'm starting to realize how people play chess. I make one silly little threat, one silly little trap, person falls for it, and it's suddenly game over because I have the f4 square, which is a bit of a disaster for white. I feel like this is how whenever the kids play like this, I just say, oh my gosh, you got so lucky. And they go like, yeah, but I won, right? And I mean, they're not wrong. It's just, you're not supposed to win chess games this way. Playing moves you know not to be the best. But at the same time, you understand that there's a chance the opponent will misevaluate or miss one of your threats. It's very sneaky. Guys at Venice Beach play 1 minute chess, $5 a game. Yeah. I'm not sure that's the way to get rich. I'm not sure I would get that many challenges after winning the first 20 games in a row. yeah, I saw a video of Alexandra playing some hustlers at Venice Beach. Looked like a good time. But in general, playing against hustlers is not really something you're supposed to do. Because you're not supposed to kind of take their hustle. And if you do play them, it's you're hustling them, right? So what's normal, at least in Norway, is to is that you pay them even if you win, which is silly, but it's what they're there for. $100 is more than $0. Yes, E Nation. If only flying to and staying in LA was free. Hustle the hustlers, that's the way to go. Yeah, but calling them hustlers is a bit of a misnomer. A lot of them are unemployed, some are homeless. You're not really supposed to screw them over. They have enough trouble as is. Hey, Time God, how are you doing? You got to give odds? Yeah, okay, maybe. But on the other hand, Mark, you would beat me with odds, wouldn't you? Oh, is it a fake Mark? It might be a fake Mark with all the Y's. All New York Union Square hustlers know who Alexandra is. Eagerly looking forward to her showing up. I was there. I was at Union Square some years ago, but I never played anyone. I think maybe I played this one guy, but it's like it's a scam, right? I would expect they know who you are as well. Nicola, they have no idea. They have no idea. I have tested. I don't know really what I'm doing here. I don't really like any of the latest moves I've made. But at least I'm getting the bishop pair real soon. And we know what kind of magic we can do with the bishop pair. Anyone on your hit list? Yeah, quite a few people, Time God. Because I started out the stream losing 2 games in a row. So, yeah, that wasn't good. Kind of ruined my mood initially. But since then, I've been back in business. Okay, I'm giving away the bishop pair. I don't know why I bothered fetching them in the first place. Hammer is one of the few players I'm scared to play with. Does not sound like something Magnus would say just on Earth. Although, actually, it is true. Magnus gets really nervy when he plays against me. When I beat him in Norway chess some years ago, he hadn't slept the night before. Or maybe that was the time he beat me some time before that. But it's really strange to me because I am so nervy when playing Magnus. But yeah, he's He's a bit tense when playing me as well. Oh, it's on, Aquila. Is that what that all right means? It's happening. Losing five. I think you're gonna survive 5 moves, Aquila, but we'll try to make it short and painless for you. Hammer on speed dial every time Botes gives away the bishop pair for no reason. Please don't do that. 'Cause it would just... It would be misery for everyone. Did I really blunder this pawn? Really? I thought having a pawn closer to the center was supposed to be a good thing. I guess I was wrong. What happened? I was a pawn up for nothing. Could have just gone rook c7. Well, it's not like I have that much of a choice. Other than, I guess I could sit here agonizing a bit more, but it's time to move on. Yeah, that pawn is Kaputski. Don't think of it as a blunder, think of it as a happy accident. In what way is it happy? I can think of it as a gift, gifting joy to the world. But happy accidents, I'm not sure I will ever accept that one as an explanation. B4, really? This man is playing unexpected moves. Okay, let's see. Show me what you got. Wow, I can't believe I didn't get C Nation's reference on the first try. Okay, Bob. Gonna get flagged. Well, to be fair, Aquila, when I didn't get flagged, I had like 30 seconds against 2 minutes. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna win this. It's a shocking prediction, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna win this. Also, because I'm up a lot of pieces. Afternoon, chiropractor. How are you doing? How is the Unibet announcement from Magnus perceived in Norway? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, it's like it's a pretty political thing, and therefore how it's received is divided in political lines, right? So there's some people who think that the current system is silly, and those say, "Oh, great Magnus." And then there's some people who think that it's important to have a state monopoly on gambling, and they say, "Oh, this is terrible." And then there's the lawyers who say, "Oh, this is interesting from a law standpoint. And then there's the journalists who say, they say whatever they have to say to sell papers. I think it's too early to say what really the response is. Aquila, did you redeem skip the line? Because we have quite a few challenges. You're number 5 in the queue. But I'm going to give you a chance to skip the line if you so choose. You're not. You're saving your hammers. I am very scared. Whenever Aquilas actively says no, let me not use my channel points just yet. I'm saving it for a special day. You know you're in trouble. The guy probably has like 50,000 hammer points. No, but Magnus doing that sponsorship is definitely gonna raise some eyebrows. It's gonna be a thing. He's even gonna be advertising Unibet on Norwegian television. And that's kind of one of the reasons I can't take the government state monopoly thing very seriously. Because if they are really not able to ban a production company broadcasting to Norway from London, if they're not capable of saying that whenever you broadcast to a Norwegian audience, you have to follow Norwegian law. If they can't actually do that, I think that's a recognition of the world being a very international place, and that trying to kind of lawmaking across country lines, it's an admission that that making laws um, country by country is going to be a very tricky thing to do. And it's already is, right? It's one of the major problems of the world right now, that the states cannot come together and figure out how to tax Google and Apple and stuff like that, right? So if they can't prevent a Norwegian TV company broadcasting from English to a Norwegian audience from following Norwegian law, then probably it's too much to ask that they manage to tax big international companies, and it's too much to ask that Unibet are not allowed to kind of operate in Norway, because it's an international world. When was the last time you played Magnus online or in person? I think it was the first ever game I had on Chess24 as a new Chess24 streamer. Magnus challenged me on that first stream and we made a draw. That's the last time I played chess against him. Hey, Ubiquitous. Is MC Hammer a mix of Magnus Carlsen and JL Hammer? No. It's the you got you got it right, but it's the other way. When MC Hammer went bankrupt, he split into two people and reincarnated as Magnus Carlsen and Jon Ludvig Hammer. It's why I have such a beautiful singing voice, and Magnus has a budding career as a rap artist in Norway. You are a lot of things, but attacking Madman isn't one of them. Super Saiyan, I don't think you should make such comments until you see what I did in the Pro Chess League today. I refer you to today's events before making such comments. Your singing career is better than Alexandra's? Yes. But even more so than career, that can sometimes be, some people are more popular than others. So that there is a remote chance that Alexandra can have a more successful singing career than mine, just based on other factors. But at the very least, I'm a better vocalist. And I don't think anyone here will object to that assessment. Am I losing a pawn? No, I guess we're gonna have to take this. Other factors, yeah, she has very good PR, Blowy. It's a mean industry. It's not all about the talent anymore. Magnus seems to be better at FPL than you. Yeah, I haven't been very good the last couple of seasons. But I was better than him 2 years ago, Daddy Cool. I made being good in FPL trendy among the chess peeps. I'll take that credit. I have not really maneuvered my bishop in the best possible fashion. Tried to find Magnus's rap album, couldn't find it. Well, then your Googling skills is just not good enough. Because it's definitely out there. It's called something Pimp Lotion. Please do not ask too many questions. You're gonna find out the answers, and we're gonna be worse off for it. Oh, he can actually go back with the knight and defend. That's a bit unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Because next he's gonna be attacking my stuff. That's too bad. What was your attacking game? Every game, Super Saiyan. You don't need to go one specific game. I went crazy repeatedly. Bishop d2, nice move. Yeah, ubiquitous. This is not one of those attacking games. I will agree. But yeah, we're getting there. Now maybe knight c6. Because now I protected my pawn. I can go back, try to pick it up. Educated guess that Alexandra is a better dancer than me. You know what they say about assumptions, right? I will have you know that I did ballet classes as a kid. I can ballet with the best of them. Do you think this works? It looks very risky, but we're gonna give it a go. Big Lil John. That is absolutely the correct username for a guy giving us heads up about Magnus's rap albums. And according to Big Lil John, you have to search for Vem stjal spenolen. This looks pretty drawish. No. We got this. Not even scared. Amon as the Black Swan? No, I must have missed that. Okay, that move is a bit of a problem. Because if I use my bishop to attack his knight, he will attack my bishop, and then he can capture my pawn. So we're gonna have to make the exchange, but we managed to create enough confusion for our opponent to spend all the time and end up losing on time. So it all worked out in the end. Carlson only got 43 seconds in the song. Are you saying that he should have had more? Because I think that amount of time of Magnus singing sounds more than enough to me. I don't think I could do much more. Can you already tell when you're going to stream next week? No, Erickson. I don't know. Next week, I'm kind of... Tomorrow, after tomorrow, I'm actually going to have... I had a really busy week this week. And next week is going to be a bit more calm. So I'm going to have to sit down during the weekend and figure out which days I'm going to stream. Why do you essentially play perfect chess? Tell that to all the people who beat me, Super Saiyan. That they will be very curious to know how they managed to beat a guy playing perfect chess. Yeah, sure. I'll see you around, Erickson. The 43 seconds is the entirety of his rap career? Yes, that is true. He's such a big star that he doesn't want to he doesn't want to overwhelm you guys with having to listen to more than a minute. I think this was actually the opening Johann Sebastian had in the Pro Chess League today. That's what I'm telling you, Super Saiyan. But also in some of the other games, I went crazy attacking mode. The last one, I beat Moisenko. That was pretty attacking, in my opinion. Ubiquitous. You can't ask who were your favorite GMs that was not a child prodigy and then follow up by or didn't play competitive chess until they were, say, 18. I don't even know a single Grandmaster who didn't play competitive chess at 18. So those are two very different categories. And frankly, I don't group people by the amount of success they had early on. I gotta say. I group people into whether or not they're good chess players. Didn't Yasser start late? I don't know. I've seen some pretty youthful photos of Yasser. I'm pretty sure he's been around the block for an eternity. Well, Ben Feingold played tournaments with Mickey Adams back in the day. Ben has a rep for that he got his Grandmaster title late, but he definitely was playing competitive chess way before his 18th birthday. Vicky says Yasser started at age 12. Wow, that's pretty late. Yeah. But he got good quick. I don't even know what you're saying, Super Saiyan. Where in chat is your grouping of chess players? You guys need to really work on your conveying a message. I have no idea what you're saying. One of Ben's first games was against Paul Morphy. Wow. Such an OG. Is it cold in Norway? Today it was pretty cold, delete. I was out walking most of the day. It was chilly, but it was not freezing. In general, Norway has been ridiculously warm this winter. I I haven't seen snow on the ground. That's how freaky it is. I live in Norway and I haven't seen snow on the ground. New York has had more snow than Oslo. It's very freaky. Yes, device. I Sam says that he started really late, and I always mistrusted him saying that. I should speak to his mother to confirm. Yeah, Shanklin. Started playing at 12, junior champion at 13. Yeah, but Sam's is a clever guy. I guess it could be right. Yeah, but when you say north part of Sweden, you're kind of understating it, no? I thought Umeå is like way far north. When he was 17, Yasser was 2480. Yeah, but you also have to remember that Yasser is very, very old. And in the good old days, having like the rating inflation is a real thing. And 2480 is not what it once was. Umeå is below the Arctic Circle? Really? Okay, my bad then. Swedish geography, apparently I don't give a about it. Did you start playing chess this year, Ubiquitous? He was ranked 380th in the world at 17. Yeah, that's okay. It's not super good, I suppose. You played for a couple of years, but you're enjoying it, I guess, seeing as how you wish you'd started earlier. But at the same time, as long as you're enjoying it, that's kind of the only thing you need, right? Nah, maybe not. I'm thinking about kind of how I, in my dreams, still being, older than every single professional Fortnite player, I still kind of dream of becoming a world superstar. So I guess no matter how old you get, you want to be seriously good at what you begin doing. Chess in your case, Fortnite in my case. You're 1.2 million in the world, chiropractor. Yeah, well, I'm just impressed with the fact that there's 1.2 million chess players in the world. That's a number we're not gonna take for granted. You have that book, Aquila. That's a good purchase. Let's be real. I'm closer to Grandmaster than Hummer is to 14-year-old kids in Fortnite. Probably true. Yes, probably true. But I'm not giving up hope. Soon I'll be able to switch weapons during a fight. Oof. And then my superior strategic movement will really be showcased. The 14-year-olds may have better mechanics, but I will crush them with my grandmasterly movement, discipline. Seattle coffee shops in the 70s? Are we still talking about Yasser? When did he leave Syria? I didn't realize he was in the US that early. You can't even weapon swap. I'm good at other things though. I've become really good at dinking people with my AR. Soon, if I learn how to use the shotgun, I might be destined for greatness. But yeah, also I think Aquila can confirm that switching weapons is not really something I do well. Mm, okay, I let him force me into playing G4 because at the time I thought it was a good idea, and now I massively regret my decision because the F4 square is so weak. We're gonna have to do some kind of rescue mission here. If he gets a knight to this F4 square, I am in big trouble. Trouble. Masse trouble. Too cartoony? Well, it's my first ever shooting game. And when I started doing Twitch, I kind of decided to go for the full experience. And so Fortnite is the game that was huge. And it wasn't really me wanting to play a shooting game, it was me wanting to test out this game that everyone was playing. And yeah, I agree with Aquila, it does have some depth with the building and stuff. Yeah, right now, but also I actually my first game of Fortnite was now 2 years ago. It's been a while. Haven't gotten better at all. No, that's not true. I have gotten a little bit better. I don't think chess pays that well. Hammer can't even afford to put anything on the walls. Wow. You know, chiropractor, I really, the only thing going on is that I am lazy and insecure about how to shop things. If I knew how to get a huge poster of myself, that would be on the wall already. Don't doubt it for a second. Covered in junk. Wow, chiropractor. I went back to my mom's the other day, and I realized how kind of that having your walls covered in different kind of memories and stuff is kind of normal, and that I should be trying doing the same thing. Do you think this is good? Here, rook g8 takes. I mean, there's potential for checkmating, but I think maybe just do this one first. Both Robin and Mayer has quit professional chess in favor of getting a job. Yeah, but that's the thing. If you live in Germany or the Netherlands and stuff like that, you're gonna have to be very highly rated in order to have the level where you can play professionally. I think a lot of people underestimate how good you have to be a professional chess player. And I'm kind of concerned because there's a lot of Norwegian kids who want to play chess full time, and I don't think they fully realize what kind of rating they need to have in order to live in Norway and play chess. Let the kids have their dreams. But isn't being a naysayer kind of my thing, sir? It's what I do. Okay, I will take this one. If you don't want it, I will take it. Okay, I'm considering not taking it because he's gonna go here. I'm such a chicken. I could have taken that pawn. And then reality slowly crushes their hopes. Yeah, we should have a reality series following the wannabe chess champions of Norway getting their dreams crushed. Sounds like good television. There have been people wanting to do a come on, play c4. Make my day. Oh, you guys are so nice to me. You feel lucky today, punk. He did. See, sometimes I don't even need to sacrifice anything to get a winning attack. He didn't want to lose on time. I think that's what happened. How do I not lose on time? Well, let's move my king up the board and see what happens. Yeah, Silver Kunan, I would say you need to be like 27-10, but you need to be stable 27-10. Or you need to get some very nice side gig, as in being a second for Magnus, doing Norwegian TV shows, stuff like that. Because that's how I got by, right? I didn't get by being a good chess player. I got by through helping Magnus during World Championship matches and doing commentary. You sound like John Malkovich. Wow, that is the nicest thing anyone has said to me today. Kaprivsek. Kids are too optimistic. They need to be depressed realists like us adults. I'm trying. I'm trying random moves. I'm trying to spread the depression all over the realism. Where do you think Farouja will land? I mean, I think he's going to be representing France because he's living in France. Are you the official chess commentator on Norwegian TV? This will surprise you to learn, Adigam. But there is more than one TV channel in Norway. It's a pretty big deal. We had a bit of a. It was very controversial when it was first introduced. But yeah, there's more than one TV channel. There's more than one TV channel doing chess. And as such, I am not the official Norwegian chess commentator of all time. But I do a lot of commentary with TV2 and VG, who are two of the big commercial entities doing chess broadcast. More than one chess channel? Well, that's a bit much. I did say TV channel, no? Or did I misspeak? This is going to be boring again. I'm going to put my knight on e4. At least that means we're not going to be trading the bishops. I did say TV channel? Well, then you guys have no excuse. Ooh, something is going to happen on this square. Something's going to happen. And it's not good news. So take, 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 take. This is the moment where it would be very nice if we had some kind of a tactic. But no such luck. It would appear we have no tactic. How do you prepare for a TV show on chess on national TV? Interesting you ask. Basically, what happens is that I show up 10 minutes before the broadcast with no preparation. And then our host asks, so what's the score between these two guys previously? And then I look that information up, and then we're ready for the broadcast. Throughout my school career, unprepared has kind of been my thing. And it turns out the bad habits from school you can bring with you for the rest of your life. Yeah, I was really hoping to see a tactic here, but I'm not seeing anything. Uh, Maybe we're gonna have to trade stuff. What a disappointment. Flynn, if you're interested in Tactics Frenzy, you should know that we're working on making it available for Android in case you do not have an Apple product as of now. If you do have an Android phone, I can find the link for you to pre-register to get notified when we have the Android version ready. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in this game and I didn't really figure out anything good. Oh, this is bad. If he had taken with the knight, I would have been actually significantly worse. But now I'm just worse. Warp! Coming in with the Twitch Prime. Thank you, Warp. We have 2 new subs today, both coming in with a Prime. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. New subscribers. That's what we love to see. Can you send? Yeah, sure, Flynn. I'm very low on time now. If you remind me after the game, I'll do all the research. Also, someone in chat may beat me to it. It has a tendency of happening. Yeah, I really shouldn't be spending this amount of time when I'm already in trouble because of the time. Okay, I'm really liking the exchanges we made happen now. Yeah, very good exchanges. Ooh, he's gonna take with the pawn. Yeah, it would have been much better for him to take with a pawn, because then he would have prevented me from getting this really sweet square on c4. And also he would have had like an attacking prospect on this side. I missed queen d1, queen takes e2. But it's okay, because already here, when I'm attacking this pawn, it's legitimately difficult for him to protect that one. He's completely kind of paralyzed by my queen's positioning. Okay, that was not the best couple of moves I could have played. Now I'm spending too much time. There's a chance I'm getting checkmated. And there's a chance I'm losing everything. Yeah. I don't know. I was winning here. I mean, just queen d1 is just instantly winning. I was just not paying enough attention, I guess. Yeah, time is not really... If I wanted to finish that game, I needed to give a checkmate. After queen d3, it's never happening. I'm even probably lost in the final position because all my pieces are stuck. Okay, Aquila is up. Let's see. if he can get at a wounded animal here. Okay. We're making this happen. We're definitely gonna make this happen. Look at this. As long as I don't lose on time, I'm gonna win. That's just how it works. Every single game I've lost, it's been because of time. This is when we fix it. Did I just blunder my piece? This is not good. Actually, I have bishop e2. That's pretty freaky. Aquila's going to be pretty upset at that discovery. Although then he has knight. Oh! Okay, what's going on? I can take this back. It's fine. He could have gone. He could have won there. He could have gone a6 and knight b4. But we don't care. We do not care. Because we're here to sacrifice pieces and attack the king. Ooh, look at this knight. It's going to be a monster in the center. Not to mention the fact that I'm already like a gazillion pawns up. I don't think you don't fully understand how many pawns I'm up because it's such an unorthodox position, but many, many, many pawns up for me. I guess we do this. And this. This. And the queen is trapped. What do you know? What do you know? Black's queen is trapped. Thank you for watching. This was Aquila thinking that he could beat me. You know the big mistake he made was announcing before the game started that this was it. You don't want me concentrated. You want me relaxed and unaware of any danger. Any more losses? Yeah, he got some mad. I just lost to Sergey. It's not a good day. And we get the win. Well done, us. He took all his frustration out on me. Yeah, big mistake. Aquila's talking in chat made him a big target. Made him a target of my focus. Amateur hour. It's very impolite talking about another streamer in someone else's channel. If you want to go watch the other person, you go do that. But in my chat, we're discussing my games. Next time, get him overly confident. Yeah, that was the problem. I had been losing too many games. That's probably what happened. My confidence was too broken to beat. North Sea opening. I tried Hallward, but I'm not really sure it turned out the way it was supposed to. Although Wegs just gave me a bishop pair for free. He's gonna live to regret that. Or maybe, I should say, he's not gonna live for long to regret that. Because he's going down pretty quick. Usually what works best is introducing an interesting off-topic off-topic, interesting topic. That's an interesting formulation, sir. But yeah, that probably is a pretty good strategy. Okay, so I'm down a pawn. But we're trying to open up for the bishops. And we have successfully opened up for the bishops. And Weg is going down. Ooh, that was a really good decision, actually. That was a ridiculously good decision. Yeah, good move, sir. Just as he was about to get checkmated, he realized he had to give up the rook. Wow, that was a very good move. Maybe it was a good move out of necessity, but still a good move nonetheless. I don't think I can take the rook. Because I cannot attack a single one of his pieces after if I do take the rook. But on the other hand, if I don't take the rook, I'm still in a bad position. Just with the only difference being that I'm not a rook up. Drunk master opening? No, I don't think I've done that, chiropractor. I'm really hating my position. This is usually what happens before I lose games. I guess I have to do this move. Maybe I could have taken and then gone d4 as a pawn sacrifice. I don't know. Oh, I'm actually very happy with this d4 move. It was very strong. I massively regret that move. Why would I move my bishop away from where it was having a good time? Oh, so silly. Yeah, so this is why I did it. Because I thought, ooh, I could checkmate him. But he really didn't have to cooperate that much. If you are losing on position, you can always just flag him. Yeah. It's, I'm familiar with the strategy. I've used it a couple of times. Okay, so I guess we end up being down a pawn, although he just gave me back. I mean, he could have just taken that one. But instead of taking a free pawn, he let me take a free pawn. Whatever happens, let's just play quickly. I'm sick of losing games. Bishop b3 check. I need to eliminate his pawn. His passed pawn. Q's looking okay, Aquila. But also, I think we've established a policy in which using your hammer points gets you ahead of the queue, even if you already played. I have 5 incoming challenges, Aquila. 5. But I'm not sure I'm streaming for that long. I might just go for another hour. I don't know how quickly we can do 5 games. Is that a safe pre-move? I guess it is. The pre-move king. Some other time, yes, Aquila. A more calculated time when I'm not feeling as obsessed with not losing to you, when I'm feeling a bit more complacent. I'm not playing this very well. I'm playing this so poorly. That was kind of the whole trap, sir. You should have played 95. Tried to capture that one with the knight. Would have been better for you. Let's see. First we take that one. And then we take that one. And then we take that one. And there's no more white pieces left. Anyone in chat, are you going to the Kragaher tournament? I'm playing a chess tournament for the first time in actually quite a while. It's going to be my first individual competition since July. There's the break for you. It's in southern-ish Norway in 2 weeks. I don't believe it is chiropractor. Yeah, it's a classical tournament, Hiata man. It's 2 games a day, American style. Ooh, that's a bit scary. Playing the same opening as some guy who had a good position against me earlier. I think that guy even beat me. I'm having bad flashbacks. I should have gone d5. I am not happy with how I played this, but that happens. Okay, this is kind of a depressing setup for white, but we're doing it. We out here, sacrificing exchanges. Come on. He didn't take my rook. What a chicken. Have you ever used the site Chessable? Yeah, I have, Addict. I tested it out. It's one of the companies within the Play Magnus group. So I tested it before they bought it, and I have some familiarity with it. But for me, it's not really aimed at me, and it didn't really catch my enthusiasm. Because it was too repetitive for me. But I did some of the rook end games I thought were okay. The rook end games I liked, and the other stuff I just, yeah. I tried one of John's free repertoires on the Queen's Gambit, and I thought it was pretty good. My only problem with it was that like I know that opening from before. So often I would input moves that are like normal moves, common moves in that position, but which was not part of John's Bartholomew's recommendation, and therefore was kind of counted as an error. And therefore, I thought it was a bit repetitive. I remember sending a message to Bartholomew after I played a game in Sweden where I used one of his recommendations that I had played through by accident a couple of days earlier. So that was good. You really like it? Improving a bunch with it? Well, that's good, Addict. You gotta do what works for you, right? And that's also why sometimes I struggle coming up with recommendations. People coming into chat asking, how should I improve in chess? Because kind of I have some thoughts on how to improve, but like if I'm to talk about how I improved or what I find useful or how I work on my chess, that's going to be very, very different to what you need and what you need and what would work for you. I hate my position so much. I don't think I can emphasize enough how bad I think this situation is. There was a point in this game where I considered going g4, and I regret not playing g4. In fact, I regret not playing g4 so much, I'm going back with my queen. John seems like a good dude. Yeah, he seems amazing. But this is funny. I've never actually met John in person. But he's one of those guys you can just tell from afar that he's super nice. And it feels as though I have met him. Because I watched his videos. Ah, that's great, Addict. So yeah, those endgame, those were the same I was saying were interesting for me. So those must have hit the spot. He even waves at the camera when he says hi. Ah, that's good content. If only I was as good with the content. Hey Marius, how are you today? I really want to sacrifice my queen, not gonna lie. Please attack my queen somehow. Please let me make this move. You're my viewer. You're here to help me create content. Jerk. We're gonna have to do a replay of that. I think that would have worked. Bartholomew, Rosen, and Hammer, when winning, is the most wholesome streamers. I agree. Thank you for including me, the Ottoman, even if it was with some specification. Okay, he's going to give a check here. I'm going to move my king. Oh, he's not giving a check there. That kind of surprised me. Take my bishop. I dare ya. I double dare ya. I triple dare ya. Take my bishop. I don't think he's taking my bishop, unfortunately. He resign. People who resign the move before they're getting checkmated Can we just agree as a community to ban those people? Let's just make it illegal. It's so bad. Outrageous. King takes. Checkmate. Instead of resigning, you literally just have to... Playing king takes f5 takes you as much energy as hitting the resign button. If anything, your mouse is supposed to be on the board at all times. So it's probably more effort resigning. Hoff Believer. Something was off with the sound for that thunder, wasn't it? Or is my sound just very, very low? Yeah, I think actually maybe there's a problem that my sound is low. And that affects the audio for the thunder as well. But thank you so much, Hoff Receiver, for the Hoff Believer for the 5-month resub. Can you briefly analyze this game? I was not playing very well. He had complete control in the center. And my bishops. This is actually interesting, and this is something we commented on during Magnus's Tata Steel tournament, that these bishops, in general, when they're located in the middle, they're pointing out on the sides, and they're actually not that useful. So actually, very often, the bishops are more valuable on the edge of the board because from the edge, they're usually pointing in towards the middle. And that was honestly a bit of something I hadn't fully realized previously. And it was during Magnus's game with Alireza, where Magnus suddenly had the most amazing bishops. Just one bishop here pointing down, and then he had like another bishop on the other side. It's a bit difficult to recreate it, but like, imagine some kind of situation like this. One bishop pointing down here, the other bishop pointing down here, and it just devastated Alijesa's position. And that's when I realized that having the bishops in the middle, maybe that's not what you're supposed to do. Because bishops like being on the edge, pointing towards the middle. So basically what I'm saying is that it's not about where they're placed, but where they're pointing. And while a knight needs to be in the center to control the center, a bishop is kind of opposite. Have you ever resigned Hammer before someone mating you? Maybe some point in my life, but not for the last decade, Stephen. I remember I've gotten checkmated by quite a few people. But yeah, no, I don't resign on the move before getting checkmated. I always allow the checkmate. You gotta live your own principles. Do to others what you yourself expect something. The golden rule, all of that stuff. You play better with my voice in the background. Is it chiropractor? Because you basically hear, don't give up the bishops, don't give up the bishops, don't give up the bishops. Because I am of the firm belief that there are multiple players I know, one in particular, who would be better with having her music replaced with just a soundtrack of me saying, like, respect the bishops, take control in the center, stuff like that. Have you ever resigned in a winning position? I don't think so, Hiata, man. And that is the kind of thing I would remember. No amount of suppressing memories would ever let you forget if you resigned in a winning position. You wanted to sack the queen? Yeah. But come to think of it, I'm not even sure it works. So I wanted him to go like rook d8. Also because I couldn't see that my bishop was controlling the square. And while there's probably a lot of moves winning, I was thinking giving up the queen is surely one way to win. But looking at it now, I'm not actually convinced because the king can kind of run away. If we take with the bishop, the king can kind of go here. Yeah, it's not really clear that the queen sacrifice was winning. The black's king is really awkwardly placed, but I don't see how to get the finishing touches. Record this as audio and put a beat on it. Honestly, Snakey, that would be the biggest chess hit since Push It Baby. And it would be way better chess advice than Push It Baby. Honestly, I'm surprised that Eric and the crew hasn't done a follow-up. Because Push It Baby was a big success. You would think that they just, if something works that well and it's that funny, you would think they just keep doing it until people grow sick of the chess bra hit machine. I'm not sure I agree with 152 Addict. That was Yasser's thing? I don't think Yasser produced the song all on his own. Bigger than Hammertime? Maybe not bigger than Hammertime, but when we start including, professional recording studios and Grammy Award winning rappers, then Hammertime might be replaced. You've got better pipes? Yeah, of course. Of course, Witch Pawn. I'm not sure I got it for rapping though. We'll have to find some kind of beats that suits my voice. Are we sure Hammer Time was intended as a chess hit? I mean, as with all great art, Marius, the interpretation is in the hands of those experiencing it. Okay, here we are. We have a new game. We haven't sacrificed a lot of pieces. The last couple of games have been disappointing with the lack of sacrifices. So we gotta make it happen now. Ooh, and I just realized I forgot to check the Chess24 chat for the entire stream. I'm so sorry. Hi DDC, hi Anna, hi Sekan, hi Balash. I completely forgot about you guys because I was looking up at some Twitter stuff in my on my second monitor. What do you know? Giroud, Catalonia is here. How come there are so many good players from Iran right now, both male and female? I think they just had a lot of government support at some point. I know that Nigel Short and Aloysius Kleinis and some people. I mean, they had like resident grandmasters in their country for some time, training their best youngsters, and that definitely helps. And yeah, money actually does take you pretty far. Reimagine a fair manner. Sergey, you did win fair and square. I got stuck because I didn't like the middle game all that much. And while I had a good position at some point, I just the reward of getting into a position where I get stuck is being way up on time. Yes, Kleinmeister, subscribing is also a Twitch thing. I just forgot all about your chat. I had it on my screen the entire time. I just forgot. Taba Tabatai, yeah, something like that. He's good. Alihesa is good. Parham is good. And there's so many more 2600 grandmasters suddenly from Iran. It's freaky. But one thing is having the money, and then it's about spending the money correctly. And I don't think any place could guarantee success just if they had the funding. But Iran both had the funding and managed to spend it wisely. Were there any GMs beside Augustine before? I mean, we had Gausel and Tistal and Diohus, Johannessen. Well, that's, I guess, after Magnus again. No, I mean, chess in Norway was not huge, but we already had one freak talent. So when people ask themselves, how did chess become so big in Norway, or kind of how did Norway get the number one chess player? Very often it's you construct a story where you make it sound like that could normally never happened, but it kind of did happen in previously. Because Simon Augustine was one of the very best in the world. And he was kind of the OG out of nowhere. What's this Norwegian doing here? Um, and Siemens' existence probably also helped Magnus be a thing because Seaman was coaching Magnus from very early on. And a lot of the initiatives Seaman started at the high school where he was working, the Norwegian Athletes High School. A lot of the work Seaman did was directly beneficial for Magnus in pursuing his chess. Okay, he's just trying to sit there and wait for us to make a draw, which frankly is a pretty solid strategy. Um, I'm not sure how I'm going to break down this. But what's going to happen is that we're going to go back and forth, and then win on time. So at least we have a plan. Okay, this is going to look very strange, but I have some faith in this move. Please don't play a5. Okay, this looks very strange. But basically what's going to happen is that I'm going to play h5 at an opportune moment and then checkmate him on the h file. And now I've told him my plan, but it's a pretty tricky plan to stop. Although maybe it was not that tricky. Okay, we're gonna have to change our focus to the other side. Okay, that was a very surprising decision. He really should have taken with the a pawn. Because now I made a bit of a breakthrough on this other side. But maybe not big enough of a breakthrough. Okay, let's go crazy, see what happens. I feel let's protect that one first. Let's protect that one first and then see what happens. So this, my friends, is called undermining the pawn chain, and that was hugely successful for our purposes. Black is gone, gone, gone. Yes, he is. Okay, we were able to make the breakthrough. A bit of a maniac, but we made it happen. Probably, yeah, no, because this is actually not so easy. Because if he takes here, I mean, I could maybe even create a passed pawn. Although maybe he's just going to be able to stop it. No, he's not able. Because then I go on the C file. You know, this is kind of tricky. There's also, in this position, there's like variations you could imagine where I do something crazy like this. And there's no way to stop the pawn. Although here there's f6, but just the general idea of something like this. Black helped out with a breakthrough? Yeah, but it's not like... Do you guys know that pawn endgame? Let's see if we can actually show you that properly. So let's just exchange all the pieces. I have no way of actually getting rid of this bishop. Okay, let's just do this, I suppose. Okay, this'll do. So, do you guys know... Okay, we'll put the kings on the edge. Do you guys know this pawn structure? So this is a win for white. No, we have to have the kings. Okay, we have to do like this. The king has to be the right amount of far away. But in this position, with this pawn structure, you can never actually prevent the pawn break. So if white here goes f5, if you take with the g pawn, the pawn just promotes. Although you should preferably have something to stop black from promoting as well. We're just talking about the concept of this breakthrough. So if the pawn goes up here, there's no way of stopping white from getting a queen. If you take with the g pawn, this guy promotes. If you take with the e pawn, then h5 is played. And if you allow the pawn to take on g6, then black will have to take back and the e pawn promotes. So you have to take this one and then you go g6. And like that, you manage to do the breakthrough. And it kind of reminded me, that middle game reminded me of this. That you can never really stop the breakthrough completely. Much better than 1 minute games. Yeah, good game, Kleinmeister. It was an interesting one. Trying to break down those kind of closed positions with bishops is almost impossible. Which place should we visit when we go to Norway? You should go to Lofoten Islands, Lokutus. The Lofoten Islands and the fjords. And I guess if you're the cultural type, you should go to Oslo or Bergen, one of the cities. Bergen is like a trade city from the good old days, and Oslo has a lot of like the best Norwegian painters and stuff like that. Okay, so I have a couple of incoming challenges. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing all of them, I'm afraid. And what's up with everyone playing the c5 move against me? Is this the same guy as earlier? Sun in the nighttime? Yeah, the midnight sun is. But the thing is, it just looks like any other day, right? The only reason it's special is because you know the time. Midnight sun has never really fascinated me. I've never heard of that place, Liataman, but there's definitely some stunning places in Norway. Okay, we haven't been playing crazy enough today. Let's change that. This is the kind of move you play when you have the title I have. I heard you save not to buy the plane ticket, but to be able to buy food there. Plane tickets have become very cheap, yes. And Norwegian food is not very cheap. A boarding school in Norway? That's very rare, I think, Hiata man. Norway is not really the boarding school kind of place. I don't think I'm getting a sponsor, Sakahiasen. For me to get a sponsor, I would actually have to play chess. Okay, I hate my position. That went quickly. We tried being aggressive, the guy just stopped us in our tracks. And now I'm not liking what's going on. Pizza in Norway is like 12 euros. Where are you getting your pizzas? I cannot get a pizza in Norway for 12 euros. It's very cheap. So here's the big problem with having put the pawn on h4. It means that we cannot play the pawn to h3, and so we have a huge problem with the g4 square. And it's kind of strange that he didn't go knight e5. But on the other hand, playing f4 is such an ugly move. How much for a bear? Like 10 euros. Well, 10 euros if you're buying it at a bar. I don't really know how much it costs in the store. No, Zacharias, I'm not a member of the new club Magnus started. 3 to 4 euros in the store? Oh, that's not too bad, is it? Norway more expensive than Switzerland? I don't agree with that. I have been to Switzerland. And I mean, people make fun of Norwegian prices, but one visit to Switzerland is going to make you change your mind. I think the reason we find the prices to be so extreme is because when we're traveling, we buy stuff we wouldn't normally buy. So, for instance, when I'm traveling to Switzerland, I think it's ridiculously expensive because I'm in a situation where I actually would shop at the airport kiosks and stuff. Whereas in Norway, there is no chance I would ever consider buying something at the airport kiosk, right? So it's also about when traveling to another country, there you also have different needs than when you're staying in your own country, and those needs are often more expensive, such as dining out. I mean, I basically never dine out in Norway. Did I just blunder the d5 pawn? I think I did. Did I blunder this pawn? Ah, but I have bishop c4. Lucky. Big luck there. Hey Buddha, how are you doing? You should have seen my protest league games. I was going crazy. Which region in Oslo do you live? I live in downtown Oslo. Like in the smack dab middle. I was trying to use reverse psychology. I was pointing out knight takes d5 because bishop c4. Initially, I was pointing it out because, I don't know, but yeah. I really hoped he wouldn't see knight b4. That's unfortunate. I was kind of pointing it out, hoping that it would make him stop considering that move. That's how we play it. All the tricks we can use. Oh yeah, that was a good tweet though. There was a guy today in my games who played the exact same thing. Jan played against me um, in a banter blitz thing. That was really funny. So I just started the game with up in exchange, the same way I had been up in exchange against Jan in the past. Uh, that's what happens when you're not staying up to date on the Hammer streams. You miss out on all the tricks. Yeah, it was really clever, and it happened twice, which was funny. Okay, we are officially flagging this man because I'm starting to suspect this is the same guy who beat me earlier. And that I just didn't recognize his username a second time or something. And he is going down. Oof. I blunder more stuff. But at this stage, once you've blundered like a couple of pieces already, one more doesn't really make that much of a difference. I wish I could actually threaten something, like anything in this position. Just let me make one little threat. Okay, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Okay, that's one piece back. Oh, come on. Don't mouse slip on me now. That's how we do it. Quick and dirty. How many chocolate milks do you buy in a month? Oof. That is quite a few. You don't want to. That is the kind of thing that investigative journalism would really should look into and create some major overskrifter. Herregud, what's going on? Major. How am I forgetting like the most obvious of English words? Headlines. Oh my gosh. I'm seriously concerned that I have some kind of a tumor in my brain. Because I feel like it's malfunctioning more often than normal. Clean flag? Yeah, Marius. Exactly how you're supposed to do it. Oh gosh. Buddha has challenged me. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to stream until we play against the Buddha. I don't see any other alternative. I'm gonna decline some other challenges of people we already have played. I don't remember whether we played this guy today. Your score? How do I get to the... I didn't decline you yet. I'm looking into whether or not we already played today. I'm trying to find my game archive, but I'm a tech. Yeah, Galactic, I know we didn't play. I'm checking Locutus. Oh, I did actually play against WEG twice. That wasn't really my intention. Okay, I didn't play any of you guys. Okay, we'll make it. We'll do these games. So we'll do Doppelangriff, Locutus, Galactic, John, Gaith, and Buddha. That honestly sounds like an hour, and I don't really feel like streaming for another hour. So I'm gonna say that I'm gonna crush you guys much quicker than normal in order to be able to get to the Buddha. That's gonna be my prize. My prize for beating all of you guys quickly is gonna be getting to crush Buddha on stream. Litagu as a sponsor. That's a yeah. I should email them, Sakariason. Chocolate protein shakes. I don't really have any experience with that, Marius. No, Buddha. You are not running away from me. You are my prize for these other people. Don't you dare run away. I'm finishing with a 2900 rating and a crushing victory against the Buddha. Who is Buddha? It's John Williams of Arizona, USA. And also, this man has now exceeded my patience. And we're moving on. You don't know who John Williams is? He's the second best Fortnite player among the chess streamers. Bishop c5. I did my video series on this bishop c5 move. It was supposed to be an inaccuracy, but I really cannot remember why. I feel like it has something to do with getting my knight to d5. Oh, I may have been supposed to going bishop c4 to prevent castling. When I looked with the computer, these Schliemann lines were so easy. But sitting here myself, it's just not that easy. And you are the best? Well, of course, Dirk. Of course I am. That's not even up for debate. He actually has bishop a6 followed by knight g4. Very bad news. Huge problem. But he didn't see it. We're good. How do I organize my pieces? I need to have this knight here so that he doesn't have this annoying bishop a6 thing all the time. So we're going to put the knight on d3 and then we're going to play f3 and we're just solid. Really, Buddha? Your dad is a movie music composer? That puts your Guitar Hero play in a completely different light. The kid who was too completely lacked the concentration to use a proper instrument and ended up just playing with his game console all the time instead, to his father's big disappointment. I mean, there's got to be like 200 people in the world whose name is John Williams, though. And when I say 200, I mean like 2,000, 4,000, 10,000. John Williams has got to be one of the most common names in the universe. Muhammad Ali, yes. I heard that one before. The funny thing is that there probably is someone whose name is Muhammad Ali, but definitely not common. Dirk gifting a sub to Buddha. Thank you so much, Dirk. Ooh, he's trying to do stuff. My plan was kind of just sitting here, not doing anything. I think we're abandoning that plan. It's a bit ironic opening up the position when the opponent has a bishop, but we need to be able to attack some stuff. Lethbridge, hey, how are you doing? You knew a guy called Ahmed? Seems legit. I don't like that my queen is undefended. There's a lot of things I don't really like here. Okay, so e5, bishop f7. e5, d5 is also major letdown. Hey Viola, second place sounds pretty good though. What's the next chess tournament you're doing commentary on? I don't really know. I'm hoping to do something with the candidates tournament. But I don't really know whether or not I will be able to. If a chance will present itself. There's so many other people who's going to be doing commentary during the candidates. We need a unique selling point. Are you also rooting for Fabi? I'm not really rooting for Fabi because I think he's a very, very tricky opponent in the match for Magnus. But I certainly think he's the most likely to win. Do you watch any TV shows? Yes, C-Rad. It's the only thing I do. Do you need some advice? Dirk, thank you so much for also gifting a sub to Vila. We're rooting for Alexenko so Magnus can get an easy match. Honestly, yes. There's quite a bit of money involved in these World Championship matches. I wouldn't mind, personally, if Magnus had an easy time winning. Because that means he gets to participate next time as well. Which is a big chunk of dough. Norwegian commentary on the World Championship wouldn't be the same if Magnus wasn't the world champion. Are you disappointed that Norway Chess chose Aryan Tari ahead of you? No, I mean, Aryan deserved his chance. But if they continue this, and maybe if I start playing a bit more often, I would hope that they consider me in the future. The fact that they invited Aryan kind of made me consider playing a bit more chess more often. Can't imagine a world where Magnus is number 2 to Fabiano. Well, but there's a precedent of a guy not being number 1 in the world winning the world championship. Could happen. Kramnik did it. Are you saying that this pawn endgame is not good for me? I guess you are saying that. You might be right. We're going to have to jump around with the knight a bit more. Ooh, that pawn endgame, on the other hand, is very good for me. Yeah, so he avoided that. But then I'm coming after this guy. The knight is such an interesting piece. It just jumps around, and sooner or later it confuses someone. Oof. Did you forget about this guy? Okay, I misplayed that horrendously. It's fine. It's fine. That was also very bad. Yeah, I made a couple of boo-boos in a row. I'm really playing this so poorly. Okay, it was not the best flagging ever, but I feel like I had it under control-ish. I was more than one pawn up at some point, and then I kind of messed it up. Are they continuing with the Armageddon business? Yes, they are, Suleiman. But it was super entertaining last year, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think it worked out really well last time. Knights killing you? Yeah, I have had some bad experiences with knights being very upsetting. I managed. There was I remember some kind of game where I declined. I think I declined 3 draw offers. It was a very annoying kid. I declined 3 draw offers and ended up losing to this kid after his knight made an unexpected move in the end game. Or maybe it was like 4 unexpected moves, but still. Anna, I just watched the video before I got on, started my stream. I thought it looked pretty good. I mean, we're not super spoiled in terms of ads and like promotional videos for chess. And with a lack of competition in the category, I would say that the Unibet video was pretty good. I am completely addicted to this YouTube channel. Let me see. Real life lore. Real life lore. I'm not sure all of his facts are correct, but it's basically a channel of like 10-minute videos on like fascinating topics. And I realized I'm not supposed to trust everything he says, but it's I still find it very interesting, and I've been watching a lot of them the last 2 days. Do you guys have any experience with that? Like some of the titles is why Iran's geography sucks, why Switzerland is the safest place if World War III ever begins. What is the longest walkable distance on Earth? It's like, it's pretty out there and it's not like scientific, but it's the way he presents it. It's pretty cool. Is Magnus dropping his other sponsors? No, I don't think so. Jake coming back for the 13-month resub. Thank you so much, Jake. What's the name of the channel? Real Life Lore. I think lore is like a synonym for like storytelling or like fairy tales almost. How good is Lars Monson at chess? He's pretty good. He's like 1900. Ooh, that seems like an opportunity we can't really let go. But at the same time, I can just take this one and then take that one. Takes. Ooh, knight d5 at the end. Always calculate one more move, kids. One more move. That's how we calculate. JS Brian with the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Brian. I'm doing okay, Jake. I was struggling early on this stream with some bad results, but things are looking up. I think we just take that one. Ooh, that was not the move I would have played. He needed to take with the queen there. Oh no, knight d5 was much later in the variation. Lost kid. Trying to learn with the 11-month resub. Thank you so much. Lore is like knowledge of the topic. Yeah. Okay, it's close-ish to what I said, I feel. Okay, it worked out. If he had taken with the queen, I wasn't really sure whether I had... Oh, I'm very low on time. How did that happen? Big warning, big warning. Very low on time. Very, very low on time. Also checkmate in one move. It's fine, it's fine. He challenged me to a 2-minute game. He was trying to be nice because I wanted to get the challenges done before playing against Buddha. But that always came back to haunt me. Oral knowledge in a community. Yeah, that sounds sensible. That sounds like what I put in the word. Yeah, thanks for the game, Galactic. Any way of supporting your channel bypassing Twitch? Yes, Anna. I have a link for where you can donate directly to me. But then it doesn't bypass. Oh, I removed that command. There's some way you can donate, but I don't remember the link. Ah, thank you, Jake. You can't get away from everyone. There's always someone taking a cut, ain't that the truth? Although I am growing increasingly sick of Twitch's cut. It's just 50%, more than 50% is so sick. Although that's for subs. The percentage is much lower on bits and stuff. What do you think of Rosen's latest? I didn't get it trying to learn. I really should have, though. I should have gotten it for Christmas. I was just being bad at making my Christmas wish lists. But anything by Rosen, I kind of would think is good. That's my general policy. If Rosen wrote it, then it's probably good. I mean, he was on the like New York bestseller reviewed. I mean, he was reviewed by some pretty fancy places. So I'm guessing it's very good actually. Probably had a very good publicist. Bits was 0%. Yeah, bits are 0%. But when you buy bits from Twitch, they take a percentage. So while I don't have to pay, you guys do. Yeah, so Jake is illustrating that he can buy 10,000 bits for 100 euros worth for 137 euros. So it's like still there, it's like 35%. I'm liking my position. I like my knight on f5. I like that my rook is coming soon to a d file near you. Um, and I should have taken this. Why am I making it more complicated than it needs to be? I could have just taken that guy. It would have been a free pawn here. Any plans to record more video series? I'm thinking about it, Sergey. I'm thinking about it. I have been officially asked to do it. I'm just not sure whether or not I kind of have the time. So I have been requested to do a video series for the black pieces. Now that we've done a video series for white. But I'm not sure it's going to happen because there's a lot of stuff happening the next month. Website to buy a chessboard. I think chessboards are pretty, I don't know. I've always bought my chessboards at my local kind of chess dealership guy. So I don't really know what kind of websites traffic in such goods. Why not knight? I don't know. I guess at the time I thought what I did was better. Ha, Bear from Ukraine in the house with a 2-year anniversary. Thank you so much, Mikhail. How's your fantasy team doing? Checkmate! We get a checkmate once again. But I didn't have to sacrifice any pieces to get there. That was kind of supposed to be the plan for today. Sacrificing pieces to kill you guys. We're not there yet. Jan and Frez playing blindfold? Yeah, maybe. Sergey. The problem is I cannot be waiting in the line. And I also don't have a lot of patience for waiting for them to finish a game. So... Oh no, oh, you're suggesting topics for the video series. No. The topic is going to be black openings. I mean, if I do it, I'm set on the topic. It's just, it's quite a bit of work, and it also have to match a lot of schedules. The studio in Hamburg needs to be available. It needs to be before the candidates because then it's going to be super busy, stuff like that. That's good. Yeah, I just, yeah, I'm not top 200,000. This is not my best season ever. Triple captaining Salah saved the previous game week. Yeah, you and me both. The studio is in Hamburg. Yes, Specs. Hamburg is the headquarters for Chess 24. The press conference was in Sweden. Yes, it's not legal to advertise betting companies in Norway. So they had to do it in Sweden. It was announced that Magnus has a new main sponsor for 2020 and 2021. You guys need a janitor? I'm not really involved in day to day, but I imagine they do need a janitor, yes. The question is, they might probably have one already. Okay, here's a Swede trying to make a draw, shutting down everything on the queen side. Big strats. Yeah, maybe next time, John. Thanks for the game. Whew, yeah, well, Sergey, I understand the sentiment, but at the same time, I'm guessing when I'm done recording the video series, uh, the opening, I'm gonna be so beat, I'm just gonna want to go home. Can you show Magnus on Norwegian TV if he has Unibet on his shirt? Yes. The lawyers say that events being held outside the country probably allows for that. Well, they didn't really say probably, they said yes. I was supposed to play A5. I made a mistake. I made a big boo-boo. I was supposed to, yeah, because the problem here is that when the position of the pawns are like this, it's white who gets to decide when to open the position. So normally you want to avoid such situations. Is Unibet Dutch? Well, Unibet is Kindred group. Kindred doesn't really sound Dutch, but it wouldn't surprise me. Could be, yeah. I don't really know Larsen's games, Sergey. I'm not sure how much of a contribution it would be. What's hello in Norwegian? Hallo? 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 Unibet is Swedish, okay, but that, I mean, Kindred could still be Dutch, right? Just because that particular company is Swedish doesn't mean that the whole group is, probably. Nice bishop. It's gonna get better. I have big plans for this bishop. Don't you worry. Oh, Kindred and Unibet are both Swedish? Okay. What we're learning today, hey? The one on C8 or the one on G7? Yeah, that's funny. That's funny time. G7 is a knight? Are you kidding me? Outrageous. Who's been withholding this information? I don't really know how I'm going to give checkmate here. But it's a long-term mission. Fresh Lizard with the 11-month resub. Thank you so much. So I need to get a knight to the H4 square. My knights are kind of stuck. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm so good. Oh, that's not good. We're gonna need to distract white over here. Okay. I might be losing because I'm down a piece with no attack. But at least I managed to maneuver my knight into a better position. And now what we're gonna do is... Oh, he just blundered. Ah, too bad. It was a close one. I'm guessing this is a checkmate somehow. Yeah, I would probably have flagged him, but I got the win the fair and square way as well. Okay, last game of the day, and we're taking on the second best Fortnite player among chess streamers. It's Anam Buddha, aka John Williams, aka the most common name ever. A lack of creativity among his parents. And he's playing the Sicilian a la Carlson. I feel like I misplayed that. Okay, but he misplayed it also. I don't think you're supposed to make that move. So this is one of those variations where very strangely, after having given up the bishop pair, you actually try to open up the position. But the idea is that black will struggle with the dark squares on c5 and on d6. These two in particular. Maybe some other squares as well. I think we just take this one. Then we go here, we attack. We still have those weaknesses on the dark squares to enjoy. And it's also not clear what he's going to do with his bishop. You're flagging Brock? Yeah, sometimes. Apparently it's the go-to strategy for the Chess24 streamers. Or so I'm told. Okay, so he actually made a very good decision to take with the knight instead. I was kind of hoping that this knight move would dissuade him from making that call. But he's just too good. He's very focused right now on account of me announcing that I would crush him. And that move was so good, I don't actually... Yeah, I made a mistake capturing. I considered going knight b3, which would be pretty normal in such situations, but I tried to say that I would I tried to claim that he wouldn't dare going into the complications. And it didn't really work out in my favor, did it? Yeah, that was an annoyingly good move. I guess I have to take it. Yeah, this just I shouldn't have taken that. I'm gonna lose this game on time. We're actually gonna already announce that we need to flag this man. I already spoiled all my chances to do anything the right way. And here we are facing a really high energy bishop pair. So we're gonna have to just to avoid getting flagged, having spent 1 minute and 45 seconds on a single move. We're just gonna have to announce the flag. It's our only option. It's a good option though. Come on, I dare ya. He's making it too easy. Speed up, boy. Way too easy. Some complications have happened. I'm not really sure what's going on at the moment. I'm trying to protect my king. I'm also a bit down on time. I'm capturing something close to his king. Ooh, he's threatening checkmate. That's worth stopping. He's very panicked. You can tell. And we did not even need the time to get the final win. It's not my proudest game, I will admit. It's not the best game I've ever played, but it's a win. And it's solidifying who is the true second best Fortnite player among chess streamers. I don't think I needed to explain that was the title we were going for. Who is the best Fortnite player was the stake, and I am victorious. I am the best Fortnite player between us. Knight c6 was a blunder, sir. I'm sure there were tons of blunders. I'm sure there were a lot of blunders right there. But as Time God has said, I am a flagging bra. It is the way we win games. Unfortunately, not enough to get us back above 2,900. But there's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow, which is when my next stream is at 7 p.m. Oslo time. That is 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back. Maybe more 1 minute chess, maybe more blitz chess. Maybe we'll do blitz chess until I get above 2,900. And then I shall crush all of you in 1 minute chess after that. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks for the games. Thanks for the support. 3 Twitch Primes from new subscribers these past 2 weeks. A special shout out to you guys. And Norder with a 7-month resub. Thank you so much. So let's look for a Twitch streamer. And if I am not mistaken, there is currently a match in the Banter Blitz Cup going on. But that is subject to verification. Oh, really? I thought it was going on. Do I need to refresh my Twitch? Ooh, Anna is playing Risk. That's fun. Risk is such a good game. I'm just gonna double check if we have a Banter Blitz Cup match going on right now. And otherwise, I'm just gonna do Anna. Okay, we have a match going on, but it's not on the chess 24. It's Alpha Khatel. It's Dmitry Gordievsky going up against David Anton, who very recently won the challenger group of the Tata Steel tournament. And oh, someone redeemed? Okay, I guess I don't get to choose after all. Dirk has used 20,000 hammer points and is requesting the raid goes to Monkey Chess, also known as Roland Poisers. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out, and I'll see you tomorrow.